Who would have thought in the middle of a public health crisis, a partisan debate would be raging? Somehow, this right here, this is the most divisive thing in Texas today. A growing number of conservatives say that wearing face masks should be an individual choice, and anything else, that's government overreach. Our first guest says those people are irresponsible. With us right now is the Speaker of the Texas House, Dennis Bonnen. He is with us from his home in Brazoria County. Mr. Speaker, good morning to you.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate the opportunity.
Absolutely. Governor Abbott has already enacted these new restrictions on Friday. He says Texas is facing a massive outbreak of COVID-19. Here's the question a lot of people are asking. Did Texas reopen too early when it reopened last month?
No, not at all, and the data shows that. The reality of it is Texans proved that we can live and work around this virus, and we've been doing that quite well. And then Memorial Day weekend didn't go very well, and then we had the protests that turned into more of civil disobedience. The protesters had a right to do what they're doing, but people went beyond that. And then our bars didn't manage themselves very well. And when you pulled those things together, it created a problem. The reality of it is Texans have proven we know how to live and work and have an economy around COVID-19, but we have to follow social distancing. We need to wear a face covering in public. We need to wash our hands regularly.
Yeah.
If we get back to doing those things, we can do this and have an economy.
Well, I want to ask you about that. People who don't wear masks, you said the other day on Facebook, that infuriates you. Is the governor making a mistake by not making mask wearing mandatory?
No, the governor's not at all. He's actually managing it in the perfect balance that it requires, because we still have parts of the state that have fewer than 5 cases in their county. The reality of it is the population that we're really trying to reach on wearing a mask don't want to be told what to do, which is bizarre because they're also the same population who says they want the economy 100% open and they want freedom and they want liberty. Not wearing a mask is infringing on my freedom and my liberty. Not wearing a mask is keeping businesses from being fully open. Not wearing a mask is frankly going away from the government having any say-so in any of this, which is fine by me. I want free markets. I want commerce. I want an economy. And the reality of it is what we're finding is that our friends and neighbors are not willing to enter these businesses. They're not willing to be a part of this economy because they're concerned for their health because of those who are not wearing a mask and those who are not taking COVID-19 seriously. So it's a rather contradictory statement that people are making because they are working against their own interests, which are a fully open economy. And I believe firmly that if people would simply wear a face covering in public, wash their hands regularly and social distance when they can, I think we can work and live around COVID just fine, but we've got to be smart about it.
Here, I have 2 last questions for you, Mr. Speaker. We're 6 weeks away from the start of school. Do you expect this massive outbreak of COVID-19 to delay the start of school in August?
No, it should not delay the start of school at all. But I want to be very clear. The reason it won't delay the start of school is that TA and local school districts are working overtime to ensure that high quality virtual learning, not homeschooling, but virtual learning is available to our parents. So school should start on time, possibly with slight delays, but I'd be surprised. So school should start. It may not start with your child in the classroom. That'll be a decision of your local school district because we have 1,000+ school districts in the state with a diverse impact of COVID. But school should start on time for the most part. It may not be in classroom beginnings, but you will begin with a teacher teaching your child virtually, not you having to do it in most districts. But those decisions largely will be decided by the local school board.
And then last thing, final moments here, Mr. Speaker. You've been very active on social media. In your remaining months as Speaker, it seems like you have split with a lot of your conservative followers. 30 seconds left. Have you changed?
I haven't changed in the least bit. I'm a free market conservative Republican who wants the economy vibrant, and I'm smart enough to understand that my life is not so small and so little that I gain something by refusing to wear a face covering that allows businesses to stay going. I had a restaurant owner call me this morning and say the governor had to do what he did on Friday. He had to do this. And the reality of it is we've got to keep me in business. If people don't start wearing face coverings in public and start doing what's responsible, this country was built on personal responsibility. This country was built on freedom of religion. Not wearing a face mask keeps us from getting to go sit in churches with our church family. No church has ever been shut down during this COVID pandemic by the government. But church leaders have said it's not safe. My parishioners are unwilling to show up, so we're not having church. That's the mistake these people are making. Those of us who love freedom and liberty understand personal responsibility, and you wear a face covering, you wash your hands, you social distance, so we can have as much freedom and liberty as you can in a global health pandemic.
All right, Mr. Speaker, we appreciate the time. Texas House Speaker Dennis Bonnen, thank you very much.
Thank you. Be safe.